You might be surprised to find that one of the biggest health concerns is simply sitting down. Prolonged sitting has become a serious health issue in the last few years, and it's a risk that most people don't even know they're facing. One area where this is becoming an even bigger issue is in the workplace. If you work in an office or have any sort of desk job, you'll most likely spend at least 8 hours a day sitting and staring at a computer screen. This also brings up another issue, and that's finding time to exercise at all. For many people, juggling a career and a family makes it hard to find any free time, let alone any free time to exercise. Almost everyone spends a great portion of their day at their computer, whether it be for work or fun, and the entire time they remain inactive. A few years ago, Dr. James Levine of the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota developed a simple yet brilliant solution to this problem: the walking desk.
I wake up in the morning and I think about going down and getting on the walking desk to check my email, to do whatever I need to do before I even have breakfast. And then I come back to it throughout the day as I feel like I need to get some movement.
The idea is simple. In the time that you would spend sitting at your desk, checking your email, or just casually browsing the internet, you stand and walk instead. The walking desk is simply a treadmill with a desktop either built on top or built around it. With the walking desk, it makes it possible to work or even do menial computer tasks while getting a workout at the same time.
I use it at least once a day. I have used it up to 3 times a day. It really depends on what work I can get done and whether I need to get off to work at a different desk, a stable desk. When I first set it up, I had lots of stuff in my inbox that needed attending to, and I could be on it for an hour, which felt like plenty, walk away, but then I might, before the day was over, want to come back and do some more. Now that my inbox is cleaner, I sometimes only have maybe half an hour, 45 minutes worth of stuff to get started, so I may come back 2 times throughout the day.
Another issue that most people face is just finding the motivation to exercise, and the walking desk can be a great help.
I probably could make a big long list of things that stood between me and, you know, mostly excuses, but yes, because I always had something that was more important to accomplish than exercise. Now I am exercising without even thinking that I'm exercising because I'm getting other things done.
The walking desk isn't a strenuous workout, but it was never designed to be. It's all about taking baby steps and working it into your daily routine at your convenience. And the weight loss with the walking desk isn't dramatic. But think about how many times you check your email in a day, or how often you browse the internet every day. That adds up in a year's time.
I would say that the first week, and this data is all very preliminary, but the first week I think I lost half a pound. The second week I know I finished losing that half a pound. And it appears to be, now that it's been replaced and we're using it again, I feel like, and you know, I'm okay with that, because in a year, that's really where I want to be. A couple years ago, I lost 30 pounds, and then I just quit the diet I was on and can't get past it, and don't really want to go back to the diet. I knew that exercise would help, but I couldn't find anything I wanted to do.
You can buy an actual walking desk, but they can be very expensive. But one of the great things about the walking desk is that it can be extremely cost-effective to rig up your own using a cheap treadmill.
I basically started with one of the cheaper ones to make sure I wanted to do it. I had a laptop, so I had to figure out how to attach the laptop to it. We were able to do that with Velcro. That was one of the easier pieces. The keyboard was important because otherwise I would be leaning forward and reaching for the laptop keyboard, and that would not probably be very safe and a lot of other posture things. So Building the board to put it on was the trickiest, but we just did a DIY keyboard desk Google search, and pages of ideas came forward, and we just looked at them until we figured out what worked best for the machine that we had. And that required a few pieces of wood that were laying around and a little bit more Velcro.
There are other alternatives to sitting down at a desk, such as a standing desk. But the difference between a standing desk and a walking desk is very clear.
I had looked at standing desks within the past couple of maybe 6, 8, 10 months. I even set up a couple spaces in my house where I could stand and work at the computer, but it's just an entirely different, your legs get really tired just standing, but walking is a whole different thing.
The walking desk is becoming more popular every day, and not just in the home either. Entire offices are converting from sitting desks to walking desks, and it's proving all around to be a useful alternative to the traditional sitting desk.
I think that if you have any hope of getting into an exercise routine, that this is a good place to start. I think that trying it is, if you can set it up and try it, I think you'll like it. I believe that there will be more opportunities around to try it. I know that right now the YMCA has a grant application in to see if they can set up some walking desks for use, and I think more and more people are using it. Again, you can Google walking desks and get a lot of opinions about them.